I've met an interesting amount of people on the internet over the past couple years. Obviously, going on Instagram, unprivatizing your account just brings in a wave of people. On Reddit, you get to just talk to people. People just message you, you have a conversation. Maybe it's just in the comments. But I have to say, the most interesting and possibly the most dumb is a YouTuber who isn't big, only has 78 subs, called Sonic Road. My god. Get ready for this. So, I commented on a video that was recommended to me for some reason by, I think it's the Anonymous Official. Now, the video was titled Alert, everyone needs to pay attention to this, it's happening, parentheses, 2020. Video was about 5G, which, let me just start off by saying, is completely safe. It uses microwaves, the same things that we use in our microwaves, the things that heat up our food. Prolonged exposure over a course of many, many years in very, very close proximity, 24/7, never ever leaving its side, may cause health risks. Doesn't mean that you just get COVID-19 or cancer or something when you go near it for the first time. Radiation isn't always dangerous. Potassium is in bananas, it naturally occurs in it naturally occurs in you as well. If you had no radiation in you whatsoever, you would die. I'm 14 and I know this. This guy... So he comments, the video is really old. He comments on it, some of you may already be feeling the effects as the ringing in your ears is occasionally at a lower frequency. Some of you may not have even noticed. Coming from me, who has tinnitus since I was maybe 3 years old, I constantly hear ringing in my ears, and it is constantly changing pitch. Right. It never ever stays the same. When I'm trying to sleep, it's a much higher frequency because it's much quieter. I can hear it better. It's much higher frequency. But when there's a lot of noise, I can barely hear it, and it's a much lower frequency and it's much quieter. Now, it's very, very simple. This, I don't know. Well, I don't know how it works. I'm not an expert in that field, but I can't remember what. Oh, I literally just said that's just called tinnitus. It's been a thing since before the internet. You know, my granddad has it on my mum's side, so you know he's had it for years. So I also said in my comment that people were saying the same thing about 4G, about that they're now saying about 5G, but it was a minority group. It was like barely anyone said it. So this guy comments back, JMG exclusive. First off, no one said it about 4G, not a single person said that. Do you know why? Because it wasn't weaponized by the US military. He goes on to say more. I'm just going to take this part first. Do you know how beautiful that sentence is? Oh my god. Right, first of all, 5G not militarized or not weaponized by the US military. The US military may already use 5G, but it was the same with the internet. The military used it a year, maybe 2 years before the general public got to use it. Right? The military gets first pick of everything before the public gets to use it. It's probably just they're using it to send communications out faster. Why the hell would the military want to weaponize microwaves? It doesn't make any sense to me. Why? Also, people did say it about 4G. It was, again, like I said, small group. Not many people said it. But this new 5G is like they're using shorter radio waves now. Because I can't remember what they were using for 4G, but they're now using microwaves, which isn't what they were using for 4G. I don't think. I may be wrong. I don't know. I'm not an expert. Again, I'm just 14. So you're telling people here that the thousands of doctors and scientists from around the world are just wrong, but you're right. No, I'm saying that they're right and you're wrong. What I said was that the US military... Or what did I actually say? Let me find my thing. Anyone who thinks 5G is a health risk is plainly dumb. People said the same thing about 4G, but hey, we're fine. I spelled hey. Why did that autocorrect? I don't know. We're fine, right? I said nothing about doctors and scientists, mate. You're pulling things out of thin air here. What I'm pretty much saying that the doctors are right and you are wrong. Doctors and scientists know that radiation can be dangerous, right? Of course it can be. Look at Chernobyl. Look at Fukushima. Look at Long Island. Look at Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Radiation swept through there. Most of them are fairly safe to go in now, with just lingering parts, apart from Chernobyl, which is like still not quite safe to go there for a long period of time yet. Third, what about the people feeling the effects of 5G towers? No one is feeling the effects of 5G towers. The ones who've never had issues with a constant ringing in their ears, but all of a sudden a tower goes up and you know how that goes. No, I don't, because you're wrong. What, your ears start ringing because a tower goes up? What? What? No, it's called getting older. Or they just notice it more. Or something else. Or they're lying. Plain and simple. People like this just fish for those pieces of information that prove they're right. Even if it is fake information, false information. It's just... The actual IQ of this guy is so low that a potato could probably do his job better. Sonic Road, you're probably a nice guy. Probably. But, like... Oh my god. All the comments in this guy's comment section as well are the same. Old people believing 5G is dangerous. The ones who never once had a nosebleed just out of nowhere, but all of a sudden a tower goes up and, well, Aiden, you know. My name's not Aiden. Well. What does that even mean? Radiation at that frequency doesn't cause nosebleeds. Nosebleeds is where you cut the inside of your nose and it starts bleeding. What, you think radiation is just peeling away the skin? Getting to the blood? What? What? This has gone further than 5G causes coronavirus or 5G causes cancer. This has got to the point where 5G causes nosebleeds now. Oh my... So, get the fuck out with your bullshit. Disinformation. That's not a word, it's misinformation. And that, he genuinely put that. That's just me reading it out, not me just swearing for no particular reason. He genuinely said this. Because you people are... Because with your bullshit disinformation, because people are catching on, which is why you dumbasses are getting more desperate, why they must be getting some shit applicants for your job, because you are terrible at it. I'm starting to think this guy didn't pass year 2 English. Just a couple of things. He also apparently didn't go through school at all, because otherwise he would know that 5G is completely safe and microwaves are completely fine, and these 5G towers are the same as 4G towers, but they're slightly different. They do not cause nosebleeds. They definitely do not cause tinnitus, or ringing ears, or anything like that. I don't know where he's got this information from, but that's definitely not true. Let me go find some other comments. I found another one. This needs to be watched and heeded by every citizen of the country on Earth. Excellent video. Stop 5G. To be honest, I'm done with the human race at this point. I want to leave. Hey Elon, can you send all these people away into space, please? That believe this, please. Load up a few rockets. We know that you have SpaceX. Load up a rocket with these people in there. Shoot them off into outer space. Not even to a planet or anything. Just into space, please. Musk is launching thousands of satellites. This whole thing needs to stop. But we've been launching satellites since after the Second World War. So just because Elon Musk is doing it, and because he's helping the 5G, it's bad. I'm starting to think these people don't know how satellites work. It's pretty simple. Here's one from Kathy Tittle. They must have your consent. Silence is your consent. They definitely didn't have consent doing 3G or 4G. And I don't know why they need it 5G, because they're just trying to make our phones faster. Yes, it is time for Jesus to come and clean up this mess and take his children home. There's too much evil in this world. Now, I'm not going to disrespect anyone's belief. I'm personally... I notice a lot of YouTubers don't say what their religion is in case it offends people. I'm fine with saying that I'm an atheist. I've been an atheist for years. I don't believe in God. And I'm fine if you do. I just think that, I don't know, like, these stories came out of nowhere. So, you can believe it if you like. I genuinely don't care. Just that's me personally. That there's too much evil in this world. Yeah, but 5G isn't one of them. Coronavirus? Yes. Donald Trump? Yes. The Conservative Party in England? Very much. That's another topic for another day. I can tell that this video is going to get backlash now. This is an execution of humanity. Our city leaders have been paid off to turn their heads and allow this, never knowing their children will subject to the same fate. Alright. What about the NRA in America then? Paying off the president to never change the Second Amendment. What do you got to say to that, huh? right to bear arms 300 years ago was absolutely fine. But it took you 3 minutes to reload. You could fire 1 round every 3 minutes. And that's 1 ball bearing. Not 600 bullets every 60 seconds. Possibly more. That needs to change. Remember when England had the right to bear arms? Yeah, we didn't. Because we had a shooting. So we changed it. Like smart people. This technology is out of control. All fueled by greed. God help the children of the future. No. No, Christopher Norton. No. Our generation needs to help the children of the future. Population control, 500 million people, Georgia Guidestones. I don't even know what this guy's on about. No wonder my ears are constantly ringing/buzzing. It's called tinnitus. DNA damage. As in the days of Noah? I know there's a lot of Christians here. So that's why most of them are living underground. It makes you think, who's living underground? Who? Who lives underground? Apart from moles and rats occasionally, mice, rabbits burrow into the ground, humans, where we make bunkers, yes. We have basements, particularly in America, not quite as much in this country, but I don't know anyone who lives underground. In my country, that's a foreign thing. I swear I've been losing it ever since 5G started, no joke. No, you're just insane. Why are, as in, why, and then the letter R, we so slow to catch on? Space, question mark, question mark. You put the question marks in the same place as the word. You don't space, question mark, question mark. Like, you don't space punctuation. That's not how it works. Punctuation then space, that can work. Oh my god, they go on to do it more. If anybody listening, space, comma, no space, I, space. What? Jesse James, oh, his profile picture looks, I think he's like 40 years old. How are you this bad at? But then he completely contradicts himself, his own grammar, by later putting 3 question marks in the correct position. Oh my god. I know it sounds like a Pink Floyd song, Wake Up Folks, show to wake up the planet, watching, listening. Anybody else on board? Yeah, lots of people. Those people don't deserve to have a life. I'm joking. Everyone deserves a chance at life. Just don't be an idiot. Don't believe everything you see online. Believe the facts. How about something that would reflect the signal back to a transmitter disenabling the unit? That's disenabling. I think it's disabling the unit. That's not how that works. Nervous system damage, chemical damage. I can feel it. I can't handle the cell phone. I'm not alone. Yeah, but you also look 60 years old, so I wonder why. That's why they spray us with heavy metal. Oh my god. Oh, I'm about to have an aneurysm. That's why they spray us with heavy metal, so when it goes up, we'll light up like a Christmas tree, and they'll be able to see our every move. That's heat detection. Not microwaves. Not 5G. Spray us with metals. What, you think we're going to get sprayed with metals? Among other things, evil and deadly 5G will be used for crowd control, equals we are the crowd. You know, there's a reason I don't like planet Earth anymore. I don't like the human race. I don't like living here. I don't like these people. Let's carry on. The deep state will be removed from planet Earth before they can flip the switch. Full stop, exclamation point, exclamation point. That's incorrect grammar as well. You don't put a full stop before exclamation points. You only do one or the other. If I ever get electrocuted at very high voltage, I become like Dr. Manhattan and destroy every... Okay, that was completely broken English. If I ever get electrocuted at very high voltage and become like Dr. Manhattan, I will destroy every single government on this beautiful planet. That's what your thing should have said. It didn't. You said, if I ever get electrocuted at very high voltage, become like Dr. Manhattan and destroy every single government on this beautiful planet. This is turning into just a rant for why these people are idiots. It's the children of today who will suffer the most tomorrow. Yeah, because of people like you. This is a bad threat. Something needs to be done. It's too late. We are all starting to get ill from the poison, from the air. Street lighting is bad. Shit agenda 21, the slow kill, time to wake up, people. It's been their plan. Wrong spellings. Bin. You spelled as in a trash can type of bin. As in bin. There, as in over there. Plan from the beginning. Now it's outside your, as in possessive, front doors. God help us all. God spelt with lowercase g. I'm not too fussy about capitals and lower cases when you're writing online. I don't care. But the fact that you can get something so wrong in a sentence like that. Oh, sometimes I want to stop doing YouTube. I want to delete my account I want to delete my Google account. I want to just stop using the internet altogether sometimes. Just for a little while, because of these types of people. Let's get something straight right here, right now. 5G is not dangerous, it is not going to kill us. The government isn't conspiring against us. Guys, God knows the UK government isn't smart enough for that. Right. As a species, let's take a deep breath right now. And let's face this problem together. Because right now, there are more pressing matters than dealing with this. 5G is not dangerous, let it happen. These sorts of people need to be dealt with. We need to actually give them facts so they believe it. But more pressing matters at the minute are obviously coronavirus. UK government is currently lifting lockdown rules. As of yesterday, while I'm recording this, you're allowed to meet up with 6 people outside of your house. What I'm about to say I'm a bit of a hypocrite here, but I think we should try to stay in a little longer, just in case there's a second wave. I am going out to see friends today, but We're gonna stay safe. I think there's only four of us going out. Um, we're gonna stay 2 meters apart. We're gonna try to stay away from people as much as possible. Um, all that sort of stuff. I just got a Snapchat from one of my friends. I screenshotted his Sonic Roads message and I put it in a Snap group I'm in with my friends. That doesn't matter. That wasn't related to that anyway. But of course, there's COVID we've got to worry about. There's a lot of things we have to worry about, particularly in school as well. There's of course trying to get GCSE A levels, stuff like that, for those kids doing that, and of course there's the American police brutality / racism thing that's going on at the minute. The George Floyd case, stuff like that. Which, note on that, this isn't the first time riots have broken out over a matter like this, but it's also not the first time that something like this has happened. It has happened many, many times in the past, particularly last year. There were so many cases where American and British police were just being brutal to citizens, particularly people who weren't white, in ethnic minorities, and it is absolutely disgusting. It's terrible. Now, I'm fully on board to help the cause, but instead of saying justice for George or justice for singular people, we should have justice altogether, including these people who have lost their lives in the past month. It's a tragedy. It really is, and but we should be working instead of rioting, looting, things like that. We should be working toward a peaceful way of trying to get the police to change things, change how they act, change the way they behave towards ethnic minorities, change the way that we act towards them, because not enough is being done at the minute, and it really is a shame. It really, really is. And it's a shame that people like me have to say things like this. It should be world leaders being the voice of reason in this time. But hey, people are looking on my generation again. Because all the world leaders are old. And they don't care too much. And it genuinely upsets me to see things like this happening in the world. At a time like this, it doesn't need to happen. We have so much going on this year, and we've nearly had a war between North Korea and America. Civil war nearly broke out there because of this coronavirus. People dying left, right, and centre. It's really not a great time to be alive. It's not a great time to be living. But I know for a fact we've gone through much worse in the past, and we have pulled through, and we're here today, and we're in massive numbers. We're in huge numbers. There's nearly 8 billion of us on this planet. We witnessed the Great Plague and the Black Death, right? 2 instances of a very, very similar disease. And they were the 2 big incidents, and there wasn't even a billion people then on the planet. I'm pretty sure at the time of the Black Death there wasn't even a million people. Might have been, might not have been, I don't know. But even with that small number, we pulled through. We've gone through hell and back to be where we are today. We've gone through the First World War, the Second World War, and so many more. We've lost lives along the way. Yet we are still here and we're still standing. Hey, we messed up the planet. We're trying to fix it. We're not ready for it, but we're trying our best. And we may be at the brink of extinction, but we're still here, and we're still working our way towards the future. So, hey, here's hoping next year's better, or at least let's hope this month it gets better. God, we're in summer now, aren't we? Yeah. Well, we're 6 months in. It can only get better, right? Here's hoping. But I know that we'll pull through. I know that everything's going to pass, and I know that 5G is not going to cause any health risks anytime soon, or in the future, for that matter. So we can all stop worrying now. This is me signing off. Yes, the video is going to be like half an hour long, but it's worth watching, okay? And if you're still watching to this point, then thank you. Those are just my views on what's happening at the minute in the world. You know, the whole 5G thing, the whole COVID, the whole George Floyd, everything that's going on. Thank you for watching. I'm not going to ask you to subscribe or even like or anything, because it's not the video to do that. It's a serious video, and it's not a video to do that in. It really isn't. I think that would be inappropriate to do that today. So yeah, thank you for watching, if you're still watching at this point, and it should be some more upbeat videos soon, some happier, more gaming videos. So I have some things that I want to do. I want to get back into streaming on Twitch as well, so I'm not going to leave a link to it. Again, I think that would be inappropriate in a video like this. So yeah, I'm gonna go because I need to sit on how dumb that first person was for a little while. Yeah, thanks for watching. Goodbye.